Have you tried quitting weed and during that process, everything is just too much? You're just way too sensitive. You're angry. You're depressed. You're very anxious. It's because it's really not about the weed. It's about what's between the ears. It's about how we process the world around us. And if you want any type of long-term success with quitting weed or staying sober, you're going to have to fix this and how you think about things and how you react to the world around you. The wording of step 2 is came to believe that a power greater than ourselves could restore us to sanity. The big one, of course, is the spiritual aspect. Now, we're not talking about joining a religion. We're not talking about you have to be a Christian, you got to do this, you got to do that, you got to believe what I believe, or I got to believe what you believe. We all believe whatever we want to believe. If we want to believe in nothing at all, that's fine. I know a lot of atheists in the program who are sober and have been sober for a very long time. I don't suggest it. You just don't want to believe that you are God, or like, I'm not God. I don't know everything. I can't fix this addiction. I can't get sober on my own. If I could, I would. And also, if you're like me, it actually seems impossible. The idea of quitting weed, I've tried so many times and I couldn't even last a little while, or maybe I lasted a couple weeks, but then it was just so unbearable. Life sucked so much. Might as well just go back to smoking. But it doesn't have to be that way. I'm a living example of someone who is actually really digging life, and I know a lot of people who are doing the exact same thing. I'm not saying that this is to replace professionals or doctors or rehabs or anything like that, but not everyone can afford that. Not everyone has time to go to a rehab or an inpatient or outpatient. This is something free. This is something you can do anytime, and this is something that you should be doing on a daily basis, which is just reevaluating your thoughts and how you react to the world, and how to be a better person, and how to be of service to the world around you and make the world a better place, not just for yourself, but for other people. So we came to believe that something greater than myself, yourself, is going to help you get over your addiction. And if you're completely hopeless, like you don't believe that there's any way to get over it, this is how you're going to do it. You're going to stop thinking negatively. You're going to stop thinking in black and white thinking, like it's either this or it's either that, yes, no. You're going to think, well, maybe there's somewhere in the middle. Maybe there is a possibility that I can get better. Maybe there is a possibility that I can get sober, that I can live the life that I want to live, and I just have to believe it at first. That's all this step is saying. Just believe that you can get better, that you can get restored to sanity, and maybe that there's something out there, some concept, something that we just don't know, we don't understand. Maybe the power of positive thinking, of affirmations, can somehow lift me out of this seemingly hopeless situation. That's pretty much step 2. There's a lot to it. I don't want to keep the video going too long. Step 1 is admitting that you're powerless, that you can't control your usage of marijuana. Step 2 is believing that even though I'm powerless, I can seek help from those around me so that I can regain that power and control over my life. But I will never have control over marijuana. I am powerless over marijuana, but I'm not powerless over myself. It may just seem that way. And step 3, which we'll talk about in another video, will try to define a little bit more about how we see this higher power, this metaphysical, supernatural, non-physical reality type of thing. It's interesting. It's kind of like, anyways, you can get way too lost in talking about spirituality and what is and what isn't, what I believe, what you believe. It's just a matter of being open to exploring this concept. Hey, what do you got to lose? It's free. And maybe you could like have the greatest life you ever thought you could have, or at least a lot better than it is right now. And that's really all we're looking for, just tiny incremental improvements. If you like the video, if you'd like to hear more, please like and subscribe the video, because then more people can see the video. I'm encouraged to make more videos, and please stay tuned for the next video about step 3. And if someone hasn't told you they love you today, I love you.